Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about some of the movies that inspired us to make some of our videos. If you've paid attention to our channel, you'll notice I have a pretty good sized movie collection. Jillian and Addie have been pretty busy with schoolwork and stuff, so I just was going to take over today and talk through some of the movies that inspired some of our videos that we've done over the past year. Probably mostly going to concentrate on the main channel. The comedy ones also will use some of these videos as well. But anyway, the most recent one we have is Child's Play. That's the story of Chucky, the evil doll. He's like a, there's also a new series out, which I haven't watched that series yet. There's been a whole series of Child's Play movies. I've actually only seen the first and possibly the second one at this point. The first one's actually better than you think. Like, it just looked like a schlocky movie, and I kind of refused to watch it or pushed it off for some time. But when I watched it, I was surprised actually how entertaining and good it is. So that's Child's Play. So the next one I have is Terrifier, Art the Clown. And he's an iconic character pretty much now. He's on, there's Terrifier 2, which I don't have on disc yet. I don't think it exists on disc yet. But he originally, I think, appeared in All Hallows Eve. He might have been in another movie even before that, but All Hallows Eve was like a compilation of short horror films, and he was sort of the wraparound story or the common thread. But that's Terrifier 2, or Terrifier. And then we've done a series of evil twin type movies, or doppelganger movies. So I'm not talking necessarily about a twin that's related, but someone who looks exactly like you but is evil. Now, it probably took its roots for me in The Other, which literally is an actual twin who is like a twin brother who's evil. That movie had a big impact on me as a child watching it on television. I was happy to get this on DVD. And then more recently you have movies like Us by Jordan Peele, which also make use of the doppelganger theme. So those Evil Twin Sister 1, Evil Twin Sister 2, Evil Twin Dad videos that we've done were definitely inspired by this. The Shining twins, they're not actually twins, they're sisters, but everyone thinks of them as being twins because they look exactly alike. I think they were played by twins, but anyway, that's another one that definitely gets a mention. So now we have Ghoulies, and we've done these Ghoulies more recently, and this was another one which I hadn't actually seen until fairly recently. I had always thought of the Ghoulies as just being another Gremlins knockoff, which it kind of sort of is, but they were actually working on Ghoulies, I found out, before they were working on Gremlins independently, or at least independently at the same time. It was before Gremlins was released. So when the Ghoulies movie finally came out, though, Gremlins had been a huge success at that point. The timing just, made it look like it was a knockoff. It's nowhere near as good as the original Gremlins, but it's fun. I mean, it's got its flaws. It's definitely a B movie, but you have a bunch of different Ghoulies. Ghoulies 2 I found to actually be a little better than Ghoulies 1. Ghoulies 1 concentrated too much like on the magical aspects and voodoo or whatever they were using, and realistically we just wanted to see the little Ghoulies wreaking havoc, so you get more of that in 2. I think there might be a third one. I haven't seen it yet. So we did a evil ventriloquist doll video. We did that with our original Evil Doll series. And then we also did it again with Dead Silence. I believe we did it with Slappy as well when we were doing our more toy-oriented horror videos. So Dead Silence, that's this guy. I forget his name right now off the top of my head. But yeah, once again, you have Slappy and Goosebumps. And then this movie, The Boy, it was alright. It was kind of fun. I mean, but this wasn't like great filmmaking by any means. And then the original that I'd say most people think about the, or at least older people like me, think of the Twilight Zone. There's a ventriloquist doll episode in that. I don't know the title of it. And there's also a movie with Anthony Hopkins in the 70s called Magic, which is also really creepy. I don't have that one. That one's actually kind of hard to get on Blu-ray. You'd have to get like an import or something. So don't have that one in my collection just yet. So what else do we have? Oh, and then, as I was saying earlier, Gremlins, which we did Gremlins in the past, and then we brought the Gremlins back again for at least one more. And then I reworked the Evil Doll in the Attic one to be like Gremlin in the Attic as well. So this is Joe Dante directed this. This is it's also a Christmas film, or at least indirectly. I mean, it's definitely set around Christmas, and there's some dark Christmas tales in there. So and then Gremlins 2, which it came out a lot later. Joe Dante had to be enticed to do the sequel, Gremlins 2, but they basically let him do whatever he wanted. So this movie's really off the rails. Like it's a cartoon. It's quite crazy, and it goes in a very different direction than the original. So a lot of people didn't understand this or like this one, but if you view them as two separate movies, they definitely Gremlins 2 has its own merits. So what else? Oh, we did a video called The Glass Girl, which that wasn't really based on a particular character. It's sort of a doll come to life, but it did make me, but it was like life-size, human size, but it did make me think about The Child of Glass. Now, this one's also difficult to get on DVD. I don't know if Disney will ever put this on Disney Plus streaming. But The Child of Glass is another one that had a large impact on me as a child. It was on The Wonderful World of Disney. It's sort of a Southern Gothic, not an evil doll tale though. It's a ghost story, and but there is a Child of Glass, which is the doll, and it's a mystery with kids, and it was a little creepy at times, but the mystery really drew me in as a kid. This is a movie I thought about a lot growing up, and then we did our Nun, our two-part Nun series, which was originally actually going to be a one-part Nun series, but it did so well we ended up doing a second one. But that character was taken from the movie The Nun, which the movie wasn't great. The Nun character had appeared in previous movies in that, I always get Ty West and, I don't know, who's the other guy? Anyway, I always get these guys mixed up. But the Nun had been appearing sort of here and there, but then whenever they give the Nun her own movie, it just wasn't. It was almost funny, unintentionally. It was mostly jump scares. Jillian actually saw the Nun theatrically and found it hilarious. So, say what you want, but what else do we got? Now, we did Ghostface Scream in our house. When the Scream movie came back recently, I thought it would be good to revisit that. Now, we had never done it originally, but I just thought, it would be a fun one to do. And Ghostface is a very iconic character as well. And there's been many Scream movies. This is the original. It's in a steel book. I haven't actually opened this one yet. Doesn't mean I haven't seen it, though. I saw this theatrically back in the... What was that, in the 90s, I think it was released? But early 90s horror resurgence. But the Ghostface movies were a lot of fun. I don't have 2 or 3 yet. I think those did come out. I don't know if I'll get them or not. Sequels are one of those things I don't always jump on right away to get them unless they really meant something to me. But I'm also sort of a completionist too, so maybe eventually. Oh, and then we had the Miner... The Miner, he was in, I don't know if we called ours My Bloody Valentine. I don't think we would have put the word bloody in a title. But we wanted to do something that was associated with Valentine's Day. So this is actually My Bloody Valentine 3D. And this was a remake. The original's good too. I think I have it. I just couldn't find it right offhand. So I may have misfiled it. Or maybe I didn't have it. I know I've definitely seen it though. But this is set in like a coal town in, I don't know if it's in the Appalachian region, but I think they did film it in the Pennsylvania area. But yeah, there's coal mine, there's an evil miner, and there's a mystery that goes around all this. So you're never, it's kind of a whodunit murder mystery as well as a horror movie. The 3D aspects in this one were a little bit overdone, but I mean, honestly, for a horror movie, it's kind of what you're looking for. So that's that one. And then just, oh, I hear my dog, Miska. So then the Evil Dead, we rented a cabin to make our Evil Dead movie. We called it, I think, Evil Dead Zombie or something like that. So we rented a little cabin in the woods and shot the video there, and that was about a year ago, I think. And it was super cold when we first got there, and I remember it was so cold the mattress was hard as a rock because it was memory foam. But anyway, the Evil Dead series is definitely a horror classic series. Sam Raimi, who went on to do the Spider-Man movies and a ton of other movies, that's where he got his start. So I have the whole trilogy here, the Evil Dead, the Evil Dead 2, which recently came out on 4K. I notice I'm in the shadows here. And then the Army of Darkness, which also recently came out in 4K. And that was originally going to be called the Medieval Dead. So those are just a few of the ones that we have done that were inspired by movies. You know, we try to put our own twist on things, but often too, just we can't do certain things, or there's certain things that YouTube won't even let us do. So we have to put our own little twist on these stories and get some fun with these characters. And so anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And if you like this, let me know on Instagram if you like seeing this kind of video. And otherwise, we'll have Jillian and Addie back as usual. Like I said, they've been pretty busy, but we'll see you guys later. Bye.